Here comes a new challenger!
Hello there everyone, and welcome to today's video. Yes, we're back on this site, but in all fairness, it does help me organize things and helps me explain things better in a more organized fashion. You know what I mean? It's just a good website. You know, it doesn't just have to be for tier lists, it could be for anything you need it to be, and I just think this was a great website. You know, they support it, you know, if you can, you know, because this site got shut down at one point. It was kind of worrying, but you know, it's back up, and you know, this site deserves the credit that, you know, it should get. You know what I mean? So we'll turn back on Echo Fighters because you know, it says Echo Fighters, but really it just means the other character slots. Doesn't really matter. All right, so Loop Barnard, who I will be leaving a link in the description below to their Twitter, has made this list here of characters who got buffs / nerfs, who got more buffs, so it mainly goes up to buffs rather than the nerfs. And you know, and it's just the amount of buffs that they've gotten since well, since post, you know, since launch. So you know, it's a very nice graph. It's not counting universal changes that don't really matter. It did count the universal change where for most rapid jabs, it's not tangible, so you don't clank with it anymore. But otherwise, you know, it doesn't really count. So we're going to be using this, and I'm going to explain to you what my opinion is. This is an open discussion. You know, after you watch the video, you know, we can have a discussion, we can have a talk. Maybe you can change my mind on a few things, maybe you won't, maybe, you know, but let's have a civil discussion in the comments below. And if you enjoy the content, press that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. Growing further means more discussing with you guys, and I just love doing that. So please just hit that button. Alright, with that all being said, let's get started. So we're gonna start with this bottom row, which is Pichu. And look, Pichu unfortunately did get worse from these buffs, and he's the only character that's gonna be here because Pichu got robbed. Pichu unfortunately had a smash launch syndrome. That's what I'm gonna call it, in which people complain about you so much that you end up getting so hard nerfed that there is literally no point in playing you. Why play Pichu when you have Pika right there? Pika is heavier, doesn't hurt himself. Sure, Pichu blows you up better than Pika does, but you're gonna die from any hit, you know? Pichu is the lightest character in the game. Let's get that out of the way. He is. So, you know, it's a gamble playing Pichu. There's no point. They killed his F-tilt because, you know, now it barely kills at like 150, you know, before it killed like 100, 110, you know, because if Pichu didn't blow you up, he at least had to move to end the stock at the very least, you know? He had something, and now he does more damage to himself than he did at launch. His F-tilt doesn't kill. It's pretty bad. So yeah, Pichu, right now, the only character who belongs here. Now, mind you, if a character's already bad, they're not going to be here, you know? So that doesn't really matter. So here you go, net nerfs. Now, in my honest opinion, when it comes down to these characters, I would say for Lucina, it kind of made her slightly worse, but in my opinion, the buffs this list or that, they didn't really matter too much in my opinion. For Olimar, I will say he definitely did get worse. Actually, you know what? Pichu may not be the only character here. You know what? We might see a few characters on here. Olimar did get worse. Pikmin are just up smash attacks, range, funny guy. He's a funny dude. He just got, you know, like the nerfs really did do him dirty. You know, I'm glad he got a shield fixed, but outside of that, you know, the damage has already been done. Olimar mains aren't doing well with the character anymore. People who played Olimar either still play him, but are just, they're not getting results, or they just dropped the character entirely. I have not seen the buzz pull out Olimar at all. Like, this really affected, like, Olimar got hit hard. Whereas Lucina, sure, she might not kill as early as she once did, but it's not like it matters too much when it comes to Lucina. because I mean, fair into fair can be a thing, and F smash not killing as early as it used to, that's fine, but it still kills relatively well, so, you know, I mean, it's not a bad move. Alright. Next, let's see here. Palu, I feel didn't really matter too much. She's still basically the exact same character as she was before, so there you go. When it comes to that, Joker, he did technically get slightly worse with Gun Down, but honestly, I don't feel it affected him too much. I don't think it mattered too much that he lost Arson Gun Down and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't think it really hurt him, in my personal opinion. I just don't think it hurt him that much. Next we have Gunner, and Mega Man. And again, I'd feel like, okay, with Mega Man, he did get worse. You know, he did, because he was stupid. He was stupid at launch. He had some of the weirdest mechanics. He could throw items while still being in Leaf Shield, if I recall correctly. He had all this crazy nonsense. He has all this crazy tech. You know, he could do crazy amounts of damage. Like, Mega Man was a threat when the game launched, and they just slowly kept nerfing that Leaf Shield and a lot of his other moves. So Mega Man did get worse, but he's still a menace. He's still a threat. People are sleeping on that character. As for Gunner, didn't get changed much at all. Yeah, didn't really feel like any nerf that they could have provided. Like, it's so minuscule, I don't even remember. Like, with some of these other characters, I remember what they did, but with Gunner, I genuinely don't remember how they nerfed that character. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, next up, so that's that row down here. Now, let's move on, because we already did this row. You know, didn't get changed at all in a meaningful way. So here you go. One net buff. So, Peach, Ganon, you know, Game Watch, Banjo, Link, Luigi, Chrom. Let me see here. Yeah, so I would say when it comes to these characters, Luigi technically got worse because he had an even easier 0 to death kill confirm. Oh man, I mean, that's not to say the one that he currently has isn't easy either. It is, like, they're both easy, but that other one was even easier. Luigi, I hate that character. If there's a character I despise in this game, it is easily Luigi. I hate that stupid character. Oh man, he's so unfun to fight. But everyone else, I mean, didn't really affect too much. You know, I will say that with the buffs they gave to Ike, he did actually become a better character, in my opinion. He went from a linear mess to an actual competent character that you can use, you know? Like, he's not a one-trick pony anymore. He's more than that. I mean, he still has that stuff on him, but it's not like, it's not as much as, you know, one may think, in my opinion. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to say other than that. But yeah, so again, didn't really matter too much. Game & Watch, Wario, Banjo. Let's put, yeah, Game & Watch, Wario. Where's Wario? He should be down here. Yeah, sorry about the whole back and forth thing. I just kind of have to just bear with me, you know, because I'm gonna be leaving soon at the time of recording this, and so I already pre-made like 3 videos, and this is gonna be the 4th one. So yeah, sorry about like the lack of editing. But hey, you know, it needs to be done. I promised daily uploads, so even when I'm not gonna be able to upload, I still gotta upload, you know? Pikachu. I don't know if the buffs really affected him too much, you know? Honestly, I'm not too sure. It kind of just feels the same, but maybe I'm wrong. I know Wolf got like some nerf, but like he's still basically the exact same character. Duck Hunt, still pretty much the same character. I'm like missing anyone from that realm. Sword Fighter, Link, yeah, and Fox. Okay, all right. Well, yeah. Fox honestly got worse over time, not because he himself he became a worse character. It's mainly because the meta has just, you know, his type of character just kind of lows now. But it is what it is. And honestly, Sword Fighter kind of sucks. he always will suck. So I don't know what to tell you guys. Now let's see here. Am I missing anyone? I don't think I am, except Link. I am definitely missing Link. Alright, that's it. Okay, that's it from that row. Those are my opinions on that row. Alright, so let's move on to the next one here. So Toon Link, Villager. I would say Villager is actually kind of scary now. He's one of those hidden bosses. I would say he was one of those. He was once bad, but now he's good. Type of deal. Toon Link, I feel like his buffs didn't really matter in the long run because no one's still playing him. You know, there's not a reason to play him. His character was already good, but just got better. Why? Oh, why? Why do they keep giving Wii Fit stuff? Shulk, I don't know if they really mattered all too much. I guess Up Smash did help, so I mean, yeah, having Up Smash become a better anti-air than Up Tilt is actually kind of funny that way, but yeah, Shulk was already good, Wii Fit was already good. Belmont's, honestly, the buffs for Belmont's didn't do much at all. Like, they're still pretty bad. They're pretty... yeah. Alright, DDD. DDD, I feel, again, didn't really matter too much. Same with Snake. I mean, the grenade nerf was actually kind of a buff for him, because it just meant he wouldn't break his own shield. But, I mean, otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. You know, ZSS kind of just, you know, like, doesn't feel any different. Roy doesn't really feel any different. Like, a lot of these characters, and the point of this video really is to get across the fact that, you know, these buffs don't really do much for many characters, right? They really don't. A lot of the time, when it comes to these sort of things, the buffs are so minuscule compared to Smash 4 that, like, a lot of this doesn't really matter, right? Like, Falco went from bad to good. I'll acknowledge that one. No, but look at how many characters are already filling up this part, you know, versus this part and this part and this part, because the buffs they genuinely don't matter, or they don't buff them in the areas that they need to be buffed in. You know what I mean? Which in my opinion is a flaw when it comes to Ultimate. I feel that when it comes down to it, a lot of the buffs just didn't matter. You know, some did, like in the case of Meta Knight. Meta Knight was arguably, you know, you could argue as bad. But he went to really good, and he's now being just hard slept on. Because another thing is that unless you have like crazy changes, no one's really gonna take too much notice. You know, Marth really didn't change all that much. But like, no one's really gonna take too much notice, because in my opinion, a buff should make it so people want to play that character more, you know, or less. But it really feels like a lot of these buffs just don't give characters what they need the most. And what I mean by that is that, like, for instance, if Mewtwo lost his tail hurt box, he'd easily be a top tier, or at least a high tier character, right? Like, he's really good, but because of his tail, he's held back. So what's the point of playing him, you know? What's the point of picking him up when he's just a character held back by a simple thing? If they remove that, imagine all the Mewtwo players who'd be playing Mewtwo right now. Or like people who dropped in Mewtwo would be playing him right now. Alright, let's move on. So this row, again, doesn't really matter too much. Like, Sonic got better. He just gets better. I mean, you know, he's already good. He got better. Wahoo. I'd also say that about Cloud. You can argue he was bad before, but he's honestly good, you know. We'll put him here just for people who felt that he was once a bad character, you know. I mean, I never felt like he was bad. I mean, you can make arguments as to why, but I don't know. Ice Climbers, they deserve to be here, you know, because the problem was always Nana's AI, and that's it. Ness is already good, and they just keep making him better. Pain. Donkey Kong, he's still the same gimmick as he always has been. Let's see here. Isabelle, honestly, I mean, she didn't really go from bad to good. You know, she's still kind of eh. right? Yeah, sure, she has an infinite, and up throw with fishing rod kills at ridiculous percents, you know, for the type of grab range that is. But at the same time, like, you're not seeing a bunch of Isabels come out of nowhere, right? And not a lot of people are saying, man, this character has hidden potential. You know, whereas with hits, you could argue have hidden potential. The pits have hidden potential, you know? It's just about people playing them. But with Isabel, it's like, it doesn't really feel that way at all. Now, they put Pokemon Trainer here. They didn't put Squirtle, Charizard, Ivysaur. And I don't remember what they got, but I'm gonna say it didn't really matter anyways in the long run. So, there you go. What would happen if I toggle off Echo Fighter? Let's see. Ah, well, might as well not do it now. I've already gotten this far here. Let me see here, Mac. He still sucks. He's still bad, and the buffs don't do much for him. Same with Ridley. The buffs don't do much for him. This space should not be as big as it is. This slot here, this portion, all right, this row should not be as big as it's getting, and it's only gonna get bigger because, again, that's just how meaningless a lot of these patches are. So we'll move on to this row, and again, Bowser Jr. I mean, he's slept on. He's definitely a slept on character. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's not like the buffs made him crazy good. Like, you know, like, Side B having better armor is great and all, but the armor itself is kind of inconsistent when it comes out. You know, I feel he's slept on, but again, this isn't about who slept on or not. It's about who got better. You know, who is going to be playing these characters more now that they got buffed, or who people feel, you know, in my opinion, who I think is now slept on because of how well these patches or these buffs have done for the characters. Like for me, Brawler is an extremely good character. I keep saying he's better than Fox. Falcon easily deserves to be right up here. You know, he's used to suck, all right, and now he's really good. K. Rool, another example. You know, he used to suck, and then they kind of went a different direction. They didn't revert him back to how he was. Instead, he became a super obnoxious heavyweight, which, I mean, hey, he's better. He's technically a better character, so I can't deny, I can't take that away from him. Piranha Plant, again, not a lot of people are still gonna be playing plants. Bayonetta, the same people are still gonna be playing Bayonetta, and still gonna be complaining about Bayonetta. Doesn't change much. Jigglypuff, you could argue, did get better, but she, again, not many people play her. So the buffs were kind of meaningless, right? In my opinion, that's how I see it, you know? Because even with people who've shown me things that Puff can do, I feel that, I mean, online, sure, that may happen to you a ton, but offline, you shouldn't really have to worry as much, in my opinion. But that's just me. That's just what I feel. And I think that's that whole row. So yeah, let's continue on with the next one, which is the second to last one. So Diddy used to suck. The only redeeming quality he had was an infinite, and he's really good now. You know, not a lot of people are playing him because they took away his infinite, but you know, that's because people are lazy. If they see how good he is now, you know, it's one of those things where you can recognize when a character has gotten better, even if not a lot of people play them, right? Lucario kind of feels like he stayed the same, honestly. Rosa definitely got better. She definitely got better. Sheik definitely also got better. You know, she had damage, but she didn't have a kill confirm, and now with the needles, she got those now, so that's good. Corn, oh, definitely belongs up here. Oh, definitely belongs up there. Incineroar, he's gotten scarier, but he's still not great. You know what I mean? He's a scarier character, but he's still not good. Ryu definitely belongs here. Ryu and Ken, which we'll get to later. Man, Ken and Ryu used to suck. I don't know if you guys remember this, but back at launch, Shoryuken would clank with jabs. It was crazy, and I'm not just talking up B Shoryuken, I'm talking input. Like, that was ridiculous. Mewtwo's held back by his tail. If they remove his tail hurt box, if they remove his tail hurt box, he's gonna be scary. Because those buffs did matter. but because they haven't removed the tail, I can't put him here. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Oh, I skipped out on a few characters. Robin definitely belongs here. Violet hasn't changed much at all, you know. Or was he changed at all? No. Violet didn't get changed at all, so I forgot about him. But there you go. And I think that's it. I don't think I'm missing anyone outside of Kirby. And Kirby still sucks. He's still a bad character. Still basura, garbage, trash. Every word there. But of course, the last one is Ken Masters, because Ken and Ryu, I could talk about them all day, but Ken and Ryu are definitely hidden bosses. The buffs genuinely help them, because here's the thing, and this is kind of like a key thing with Ultimate, is that a lot of these characters have really great kits. So as an example, right, Bayonetta, where is she? She has an amazing kit. The problem with her kit is that it's so good that the only way for her to be bad is if you purposely make her bad, which is basically what they did. Same with Ryu and Ken at launch. The only way you can make Ryu and Ken bad is if you make them purposefully bad. And there's a lot of characters like that. There's a lot of characters in this game that have a really amazing kits, but are held back for some very dumb or obvious reasons. Again, Mewtwo, Tail, Incineroar, speed, Kirby speed as well. Ridley, I don't even have to talk about him. Mii Sword Fighter has butter knife. He has a butter knife. Who else is a great example? You know, like Jigglypuff, no grounded options, all aerial. She's the reverse Mac. You know, Lucario, he's still terrible at the start. At low percents, he's basically not a character. You know, and characters got slightly nerfed like Palu or Joker. It didn't really matter in the long run. These are who I'd argue got worse, and even then the only ones that truly got worse were these two, because Mega Man is still a great character and Luigi is still just as obnoxious as he was before. You know, but what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below, do you think I'm right or wrong? Let me know. Let's have an open discussion. I'll be looking in the comments, you know, just tell me what you think, and you know, we'll just talk it out. This is an open discussion, so please, you know, just be civil. And yeah, you know, I think this is pretty alright for now. You know, maybe my opinions can change on some of these characters, but again, this part right here should not be as big as it is. This part right here should not be as big as it is. More of these characters belong up here. Some of these characters can stay as they are, like Min Min. My opinion slightly changes on Min Min, but I still think she deserves nerfs in some areas. But we'll get to that when I get to an analysis on her. For now, yeah, no, let's just talk it out. We'll discuss it all in the comments. So yeah, I'm just repeating myself at this point. So with that all being said, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna have to edit this video and upload my 4th video and get things all set and ready for that. So with that all being said, take care of yourself, and as always, have a great rest of your amazing, wonderful, and lovely day. Bye bye.